Yeah. Not okay. Wow, there's actually people showing up. This is really cool. I haven't started yet. Okay, so let's get started then. Cool. So, yeah, welcome to my first live stream. This is going to be a music production stream. I have a song set up here. And it's so basically I'm just going to work my way through this basic idea and see how far we get. I'm only going to be doing this for about an hour. And then, yeah, we'll just sort of go from there. Yeah, I'll only be going for about an hour, and I will be, and I'll be trying to keep an eye on the chat where I can. My chat computer is currently, like I said, it's currently out of commission. So, yeah, let's just get started. So I have a track here. Yeah, yes, this is FL Studio. This is an accurate assessment. So yeah, so I'm currently have a track here. And by track I mean it's 4 bars. It's that. So I just kind of threw it together, but I'm thinking maybe we could take this idea a little bit further. For you, My Little Pony fans out there, it may be a little obvious that I am one. I think this song kind of gives me a little bit of a Queen Chrysalis vibe, so I'm thinking of maybe doing something in that direction, possibly even giving it lyrics. I'm not sure if the song's going to be about Chrysalis or sung by Chrysalis. I don't know. We'll just kind of see where we go from there. And as part of this, I'm just going to sort of explain my sound design, my music making process, which should be fun. So we have this idea here. And so I'm going to first start by duplicating this out. I forgot to set snapping. Pro tip, always set snapping so that things get lined up properly. I was making a video earlier and forgot to set the snapping. So there you go. This was too loud. There we go. All right. Okay, it's starting to sound pretty cool. So let's see. Let's work on that bass a little bit, I guess. Has a bit of an evolving flair to it. I'm going to turn off all these binking noises real quick. I apologize. Go like that. Shoosh. Now my stuff's not going to make random noises anymore. That'll be good. I apologize. I'm your fan, I guess. I appreciate it. What is main is like none. I have to use line. Oh. Okay, I like using massive. Okay, so what is main? Let's talk about that. So we have this snapping feature here. I have main, it's set to main, which means it's set to the one for the main, which is this, which I currently have set to line, like you mentioned. But you can have it set to any time increment you so desire. I don't really snap to grid helping cells. Interesting. Cool. But yeah, this should be sufficient for my needs for right now. You know what? That's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn that down a bit. Dimmer switch sucks it down by about 16 dB. Should make it a bit easier to talk over. Now I can actually talk over this. Maybe a little too quiet. go. Cool. Stuff. Yes. Ooh, music. You like using Massive, I see. Massive is it's a very good, like, just sort of general all-purpose synth. I personally use Serum, which is, I guess you could say, Massive's spiritual successor. Make of that what you will. But it is definitely, like, Massive is still a really good synth. If you have Massive, use Massive. It's solid. Okay, so first things first, these drums. These are bothering me. Let's spice this up a little bit. Just add some hats. Give it a bit more motion. Just like that. Let's add some samples that are better than the default ones that I usually use. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Pulling this up, gonna throw some stuff in the thing. I want this to be a fairly sort of heavy, sort of gritty song. I keep bumping the mic with my hat. I apologize. Doing stuff, checking stuff out. Gonna go swap some drums with some other drums. Let's see. Kicks. Hello, we have a winner. Maybe not so much a winner. There we go. Where's that snapping coming from? No, that's why. Oh. Ah. Right. I muted myself because I'm a dingus. I apologize. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh, yay. Windows updates. I'm sorry. But yeah, okay, so that was my fault. I muted myself because I'm in FL Studio right now. You can actually see my voice talking into this parametric EQ and this limiter. I'm actually speaking into the mic input. Maybe going forward, I'll just route it straight into OBS. Might make things a little bit better so we don't trip over ourselves all the time. Okay, sorry about that. Oh my goodness, I apologize. So yes, I was testing out this kick drum here. Too snappy. Go with this one. That snare is stupid. I don't like it. Okay. Let's see. Shoosh. I'm like doing 15,000 things at once. Okay. Stop. Bear with me. I apologize, everyone. April Creator Update. Go the hell away. I don't care. Anyway, what is that? Okay. Stuff. I apologize. This is an absolute cluster whoops, as my brother likes to say. Okay. Sound. Plugging this one into here so I can monitor the sound coming out on this end. Hopefully there's enough a delay that I can hear it. Got that. And okay. Okay. So that has sound now. So let's try hooking up the stream on this computer so that we can actually see ourselves. See and hear. Or Firefox. What the hell are you doing? There's Firefox. It's like, okay. I'm really sorry, everyone. This is like, ugh. Okay, people are talking. Okay, cool. All right. Do you have any tips for someone that is new at making music? Start making music. Just grab a digital audio workstation. Oh, thanks for subbing. Yay, stuff. But yeah, just grab a digital audio workstation, one that is a good fit for your personal workflow. It's just so, I mean, that's kind of hard to figure out because you've never made music before. But I say just try out a bunch of different programs. Go, okay, so this one gives me a good vibe. Do some research. Listen to a ton of great music. And honestly, just get started. Or you could maybe even check out my Discord server. We have a lot of people who are new. You could get feedback. Honestly, getting feedback is one of the bigger things. Okay, so yeah, Nova, I just saw your comment about making songs from scratch. Yeah, that one's kind of it's tricky to do stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, if people are interested in watching this kind of stuff, I mean, streaming music from scratch is better than just doing music, just recording. I feel like that's kind of boring. But having you guys here for a conversation makes it a lot more enjoyable. Okay, let's see. Creator Studio, jumping over here, getting the stream up. Hope it doesn't break. Live streaming. Come on. Come on, box. Come on, box. Okay, so it has sound. It should have sound here. Okay, can we scroll to the right? Slide to the left. Slide to the right. There we go. Okay, now I can see people. And okay, so I can see people, and can I hear myself? Switching headphones. Talking, words, 1, 2, 3, talking. Wow. Wow. Words and stuff. Why can't I hear it? Okay, that is a bit of a delay. Anyway, stuff. Okay, so I can see me. I can hear me. Sound is happening. We are good. I apologize. This has been an absolute cluster. Okay, so people are saying stuff. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, stuff. Songs from scratch. I definitely want to try and do these more. Might be a good thing to do in between making music. Discord server. Yes, there's a Discord server. It should be in the link of this stream. If it's not, it's in the link of pretty much every one of my videos for the past dozen videos. Moonlight says, I am dead in said. No, you're not. You're fine. You're doing great. I appreciate everybody for being here. Pitch shifting. What about pitch shifting? I don't know. Moon, you okay? I mostly listen to rock and dubstep and bark metal. I'm assuming you mean black metal. I'm not that crazy into black metal. I like melodic death metal a little bit more, or progressive metal. The genty stuff. I recently discovered Animals as Leaders. They're pretty cool. I tried Sounds So Unrealistic. For what? What are you trying to do? I'm confused. I see you're a pro at vocals. Got a question. Is it possible to mask your voice as opposite gender, for example? If this if this Chrysalis song goes the way I think it will, I'm going to be doing just that. So that'll be fun. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just saw your question. There's so much stuff happening at once, and like it's just been absolute pandemonium. Let's see. Can I pop this out? Pop out. There we go. Is this the right button? Where is the pop out? Is this it? Please be full size. Come on. Come on. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. There we go. Good times, good times, good times. Oh yeah. Okay, so yes, you can do it. My method is tricky and is currently FL Studio specific. Like it requires harmor, it requires new tone, and patience and finagling and EQs. I'm looking to maybe try it with like if now that you no longer have to buy a iLock in order to use iLock products because they have a digital version, I might actually think about getting Antari's Throat Evo and use that to maybe try emulating sort of gender shifting, as people like to call it. I know sex and gender are two different things, but we don't need to get into that here. Stuff. Ba-doop-boop-boo-da-boo. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on things. There's so many people here. I had no idea. I was expecting like 2 people. This is great. Thank you all so much for being here. This is wonderful. Okay, I am in love with something. Okay. Your heart, I guess. Slipknot is pretty good. Actually, I don't mind Slipknot as much. There's some of their stuff that I don't care for, but I like their Volume 3 album. I listen to it a lot. It's got like they're surprisingly good for a new metal band. Now I'm in the mood to be on FL Studio, but then it doesn't get used because I lose interest since I still don't know how to use it. I know I ain't the only one. So as far as how to use FL Studio goes, FL Studio Guru, Seamless, both of those channels are the best thing ever for that kind of thing. Just binge watch. Specifically, Seamless's FL Studio 12 Basics, which is still applicable to FL Studio 20. That covers everything, and it just takes practice. Just make stuff. He explains how to use all the major plugins: Citrus, Harmor, Gross Beat, the compressor, the EQ, all that stuff. Just use it. Just go to town. Just have fun. Anyway, is there any free music engines I can get on a laptop? Free is hard. There are some okay free ones. The only ones that I know of off the top of my head are GarageBand if you're on a Mac, and Audio Sauna, which is nice enough to work in a web browser, but I make no promises about how good the quality is. But if you want free and you're just starting out, those are good choices. Is FL Studio ideal for instrument production? I'm assuming you mean instrument recording, like audio engineering. Yeah, you can. Well, honestly, you can do that kind of stuff with any DAW, as long as it can record audio and has an EQ and a compressor. It can do guitars and drums. Absolutely fine. Is there any free stuff? Just saw that. What food do you like? I'm honestly not that picky. I like any kind of food, really, for the most part. Like, it would be easier to talk about the food that I don't like than the food that I do. Um, Now I spend all my time. Okay, fine, I'll make music. Okay, so we were doing kick drums, now we're going to do snare drums. Snare drums. I think I like the. I'm trying to get an idea of what we're going for sound-wise. That ride cymbal is just, and that ride cymbal is just not flying for me. Ride cymbals. I need to learn to read. Excuse me. There's lots of crashes. No rides. Come on, guys, get with the program. Kicks, snare, cymbals, rides. Let's just go with this one. That's better. That snare is still not hitting it for me. Let's do the no. I like 23 usually. Which one? This one's usually good. Let's make it sound a little bit better. There's the reverb. Darn it, I did it again. Darn it. Okay, sorry. I keep muting myself. Shoot. So, as I was saying, pro tip on snare reverbs. Make the reverb time just short enough that it goes all the way down when when the next snare hit happens. So watch. Maybe a little shorter. Right about there. See? That's all good. Maybe just a bit longer. Because I want to be able to hear it there. That's fine. Cool. Let's beat this. Now we're talking. Yeah, digging it. Okay. Tips on making better sounding snares. Start with a good snare sample. I honestly just sort of grab stuff. I use a lot of FL Studio stock samples. I haven't really put a whole lot of time into collecting better samples. They've been decent. Honestly, I might refine the snare a bit more later, but I feel like I'm just sort of messing around too much. But yeah, start with good samples. If you don't have good samples, you can actually make your own. Learning the basics of drum synthesis especially with something more robust like an FM synth like Citrus here. Like if you're to use, I think they might actually have some presets. Let's pull it up just to show you what we got. Okay, seamless. Snare. There we go. See, that sounds decent. Does he have a kick? He has a conk, whatever a conk is. That's not a thing that we want. Okay, derms. There we go. Analog hit, kick, snare. Wise labs. Aggressive growl, beats, fad, whatever. Oh, fetulid. Stuff. Whatever. So, yes, options. You can actually synthesize your drums if you so desire. Having a good solid... Wait, was that a kick at the top? Acoustic kick. There we go. That's cool. Nice. But yeah, this is all FM synthesis. Nothing special there. It's just you could totally just make that stuff yourself, even if so that just takes practice, honestly. Practice and discover. Okay, so snare tips on better sounding snares. If you're wondering how I came across you, I was listening to dubstep and I came across one of your songs that I danced to, so I subbed. Aw, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Fair enough. What do you... Wait, you have a washing machine plugin. Ah, you must have seen my dear friend Synplant. Here we go. This is a whatever kind of synth with a genetic algorithm in it, and it is an absolute delight. I love it to bits. It is super turbo randomness, and it's great. I did an entire video on this thing, so I won't go into too much detail, but suffice to say, this thing's fun. I do sing in my music. I actually haven't had... That's not true. I've had one song that with a guest vocalist that I specifically requested. That was the collaboration song Tantibus that I did with my friend Vocoded Glasses and Firestorm. Friends, they're friends, both of them. There are two people. But beyond that, I do all my own vocals for the most part. Unless there's something that's sampled. Very rarely do I do sampled vocals. But for the most part, yeah, I do all my own vocals. I like singing. Singing's fun. How did you learn to make music on FL, and how long were you doing this? I learned how to make music on FL. I honestly got my start learning how to use FL using a tutorial on lynda.com. They have an entire FL Studio series. Drinking water is a good thing. Okay. So they have an entire tutorial series there, and I did. After that, I just went on. There's the FL Studio Guru series on the ImageLine website. There's all of Seamless's tutorials. What's it? Beat School is a good channel for that. I think it's called. I think he had a channel called FL. He had a series called FL Noob Zone. There's a channel named Elijah Lucian. That's another good one. There you just find tutorials and practice. That's basically how you do it. Do you have any favorite songs? I have a lot of favorite songs. It's hard to... A lot of the covers that I choose are indicative of which songs I really like, but there are also a lot of other songs that I just really enjoy that I haven't bothered or want to cover, but there's a lot. Okay. Have you ever used video game sounds in your song like Mega Drive or NES? I've done a chiptune-ish song at one point. It was called Bit Crush. That was a while back, but for the most part, I don't make use of that kind of sound very much. Like, I don't use samples directly from video games. If I'm going to do something like that, I'm going to make my own samples. So there's that stuff. It's fun. Have I ever used that? Okay. I don't really like singing and I love dancing, but I don't do it in front of everyone because scared and nervous. Honestly, that just comes with practice. You just gotta stick with it, and you gotta just the more you practice, the easier it gets, and the more you put yourself out there, the more you'll want to the like just put yourself out there, and the more you do that, the easier it will get. I was that way with like public speaking. I used to be terrified of that. Now it's not that bad as long as I'm prepared. So there's fun. Bit crush is an effect. Bit crush. That's what the song was based off of. Because like it makes heavy use of downsampling and bit crushing because lo-fi or chiptune, like those things had extremely low sample rates and extremely low bit depths. But that was fun anyway. So music. Like I'm getting nowhere with this song. Let's add a crash in there. We need a crash. Cymbal. Boop. And then boop. It's gonna be loud. Yeah, juicy. Anyway, okay, so let's get a different one. That's not that one that I always use. There's enough. Let's find something that works. Cymbals. Which one do I have in there? Just that one. There's going to be a lot of weird vocally bits going on here, so I think that'll make things... Because that's the idea, is like, I want this to be sort of weird and morphing to sort of go with this whole changeling vibe. Anyway, oh no, the chat disappeared. Let's put this on battery saver so that my thing doesn't turn off. I'll need to get a power cable at some point. Bit crush, yes. Bit crushing is what is basically reducing the bit depth. People often use the term bit crushing to refer to downsampling. Common misconception. I'll probably talk about that more in a tutorial. Bit speak is completely unrelated. Bit speak is a plugin by Sonic Charge, and I love it to bits. I don't use it often enough, honestly. Snare is too loud, in my opinion. That's fair. So yeah, I was gonna... Okay, so we have that there, and I'm gonna add some sort of an extra thing at the top here. I can hear the thing making noises. That's great. That's so cool. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. I love this. I love doing streams. I'm gonna do this more often. This is great. Okay, so I kind of want to do something with a bit of a vibrato. That's a bit thin and wavy. Let's do it. Push the button. I hit the thing. I'm sorry. Going like that. Gonna go. I think something like... something like that. Let's just reset this. This is going to be a billion dB. Brace for impact. Actually, let's fix it. There. Now it won't be super loud. spoopy. Okay. Okay, checking stuff out. Snares too loud. I really like love the drum beat. It's something I can move to. That's the goal. Yeah, it's supposed to have a bit of a groove thing. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, do you have a favorite Wooden Toaster song? Prototype. Um, probably Prototype. Interesting chord progression. Yay, more often streams. Yes. Now that I know that this is a thing and that I can do it fairly easily, now that I've got things set up, I'm doing this more often. This is so much fun. Anyway, okay, more music sounds cool. Keep it up. You definitely know how to make music. I appreciate that. This sounds like a spoopy song or a space theme. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little spooky. So with the spook, let's crank this a little higher. There we go. It froze. Definitely, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's because Toaster really likes his dark things. Let's see if I could do this right. Let's see. This is the bass. Let's see. Moving stuff. I got crap everywhere. I think I did that wrong. Let's see. It's a little. Let's see. There you go. There's some Toaster for you. What else? The Rainbow Pegasus. Oh dear. BTW. I noticed one thing during pitch monitoring. I noticed two sounds in one synth. Just monitored extension front. I'll look into that at some point. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. The theremin, yeah, the theremin light thing. I think that adds some sort of fun atmosphere. Yeah. Pegasus device. Pegasus device is actually it's actually a Slipstorm, not it's not actually Wooden Toaster. That's Slipstorm. Anyway, so enough horses. Actually, this is literally a horse-related song, so I don't know why. More horses. Okay, so stuff. Okay, so we have that as kind of a fun groove. Okay, so that I think is going to be the main chorus, and I think we'll just sort of. Okay, so 16 bars. Scoot that over here. Okay, so now that we have the basics, I'm going to start building out the rest of the arrangement. Okay, so I think intro. Keep it. Oh, don't say that. That both Sliff and Glaze have way more experience than me, especially Glaze. He's very, very good. I am not even in their league. Like you hear C and F, they're only one. Oh, it's okay. Oh, you're thinking, oh, like overtones. Okay, like harmonics, upper harmonics. Yeah, there are ways to do that. That's not honestly that hard. It's gotta get the right. You could probably do that using FM synthesis, or stuff. Things and potatoes. Things and potatoes. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Drink water. Hydration is important. Okay. So I think that'll be. I think so. This will be the intro. Okay, and then let's add some time markers. I use time markers to block out where everything's going to be in the song, and then I use that to sort of figure out where everything's going to go, and from there, it's like basically once you know where all the gaps are, basically so song structure. That's a thing that you need to remember. Songs have a structure, a common structure. Like for a standard pop song, it's like basic intro and then verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, or something of that nature. And then for like a dubstep song, it's usually like intro, break, build, drop, break, build, or bridge, break, build, drop, or something of that nature. And so once you have the basic song sections down in terms of like bars, then you can just plug everything in and the song basically writes itself. So intro. There we go. And we'll do drums now. Okay. And so we'll just go like that for now. Verse 1. I'm just kind of roughing it in. And we can work on refining this as we go. Open in the chat. You're still very good. Thank you. I appreciate your thought. And you have more experience than... You got to start somewhere. The quick way to think about it. More experience just means I started sooner. It's like... There's a really great quote that I heard recently. It was, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. If that makes any sense. Violin solo. The violin part in Rainbow Factory. Fun fact, that violin part was a sample. That wasn't a real violin. It's a cool melody, don't get me wrong, but that was not a real violin. Ever heard of General Mumble? Yes, I have heard of General Mumble. Not as big into his style of music. Actually, I don't know his music that well. Might want to look into that at some point. All right, so I'm going to go with a 16 bar thing for that. And then I'll go add marker, pre-chorus, chorus 1. And then, oh, there we go. Can't grab anything. There we go, pre-chorus, there we go, chorus 1. And so this is where we will start. And then we will go maybe small gap, add marker, verse 2. Go spacer. Excuse me. And then I'm just gonna go pre-chorus. Because this one, I am planning on putting lyrics in this at some point. You probably don't want to watch me write lyrics. That would be boring. I would just be staring at a screen going, okay, does that work? And then I would just be going back through the song over and over again, humming melodies. I don't know. If that's your cup of tea, let me know. Chorus 2. And then add bridge. Could potentially even contain a solo of some kind. That might be fun. Actually, it's in E minor, so E flat minor. Fun. Anyway, that one's loud and annoying, so let's pick something a little bit more melodic. There. Here's a little learning tip. You hear that? You hear that metallic ringing in the top? To get rid of that on citrus, hit this button. Now it sounds clear as a bell. Let's just use this here. I actually like it better without the band limiting. It gives it a bit more grit and sort of fills it out a little bit more. This one. This one on the other hand. Let's spice that up a little bit. Farting around, whatever. Stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff. Where. Violin solo. The VOs are a loop. Wait, what? Oh, in the ES. It might be a sample, but that's the thing. Like, it sounds like a sample. Like, let me see if I can find an example of it. Let's see. Where is it? String instrument. Orchestral. String solo. There we go. Let's see. That's what it sounded like. That's just a... yeah, it's just this thing. I mean, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. It's a sample, though. It's not a real violin. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's not a real violin. Like, it's just because, like, listen. Like, you hear the attack time. All the notes sound exactly the same. Whereas with a violin, they all sound different. Anyway, he doesn't play anything. You can't, can everybody hear me okay? Sorry. Patreon. I might make a Patreon at some point. Cloudsdale can hear that. Why do you need a metronome right now? I just use it for timing out what the beat is going to be, so to get an idea of what the rhythm of the song is going to sound like at that point, because I'm like, I'm listening to the music in my head and going, okay, so I'll have like at that point, and it's easier for me to do that with the metronome at the time. Anyway. It's not a loop. No, it's not a loop. He made his own music. Yeah. Anyway, stuff and things. Where did I leave off? I was building out the time stuff. Okay, so add marker, chorus, and outro. Whatever. Just making spots for me to remember things. Save. Saving is important. I wish I could make musics with you. Collab sometime? We'll see. I don't know. I make no promises. My schedule is insane. Fluttershy Yay remix. I'm not familiar. Anyway. Is everything okay? I saw your stuff keeps dropping out. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, thanks everybody for sticking around so long. I really appreciate it. This has made my first streaming experience really nice. So this means a lot. I'll be quite honest with you. Anyway, so let's see. I'm honestly not crazy about that snare. It just sounds too thumpy. Let's see. Better snares, finding better snares, grabbing stuff. How industrial do I want to go? Yes, barking dog snare or record scratch. Wee. Let's just see. I think I usually go with this one here. But how is this one? That reverb is way too hot. Actually a lot better. I'll keep tweaking. Songs are never fast. Video has been removed. Oh, whatever. Try listening to okay, whatever. Do I have a Facebook? No. I don't use Facebook really. I have a Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's fine. But yeah, I don't use Facebook. I actually don't really like it as a social network. Kitsune stuff. A beverage. Okay. Cool. Tips on writing melodies. Melodies are hard to explain. Honestly, a lot of it is trial and error. Stick within a particular scale, a musical scale. So we are currently in E flat for this. E flat to E flat to, excuse me, E flat minor to B flat minor. Excuse me, E flat minor to B minor. And so if you're thinking melodies there, that's a snare. That's helpful. Okay, so let's just see if we want that. We could go. I think I might use that. Okay. But yeah, just stay within the key. Key. Stay within the key. And honestly, the best thing for melodies is to keep them simple. Don't make them too repetitive, or excuse me, don't make them too abstract. Like there's one song that I made a while back with where the melody was like way all over the place. It was like that's so hard to follow. That was the melody. No, just keep the melody simple. That's the biggest thing. Ask about collab. Did you want to do a collab? Do you want to do a collab? Maybe at some point. I'm violin am I using? This is the generic string solo patch for direct wave. Fun. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. I like the instrumental of Prototype a lot. It's good. It's all great sound design. Stuff. Also, I have to say the name Nixel Pixel is awesome. I love that name. Um, so anyway, unfortunately, I think I'm actually going to have to get going. So, messaging. Yeah, if you want to. I mean, I would say message me on YouTube, but they're getting rid of that and replacing it with this weird chat thingy. I don't know how that works. Yeah, just use Twitter. My Twitter is on my YouTube channel. That's where all my socials are. So, yeah. Um, at any rate, but yeah, I think I'm actually going to have to wrap it up here because I have to get packing. I am going to be heading out for a little bit. Yeah, I have. But yeah, at any rate, I'm not going to be able to make videos for the next couple weeks, so I apologize for that. And as you probably are aware, my upload schedule is every 2 weeks. Though, if streaming is this easy, I might do streams on the off weeks if I have availability. So, yeah, we might actually be able to make this work. So, but I make no promises. Unfortunately, my schedule, due to my job and a lot of stuff outside of my job, has just been very hectic. And it's probably going to continue to be hectic. So I apologize. But yeah, I had a great time this evening. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for sticking with me through this whole thing. Um, but yeah, the link to my Discord is in my description. Um, and yeah, I guess yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Until next time, have fun and keep making sound.